Hello guys and welcome back. We are back in Minecraft today. This is actually the 25th episode of Minecraft that I've made so far. And, you know, I wasn't really expecting the synchronization here, but after my last episode I was thinking about I really need to think of something more to do than build this castle. This castle, while in the end I think will be totally worth it, the meantime, each episode is kind of similar, and this is why I've been resorting to caving a little more lately, because there's only so much building a wall or digging down that I can do in an episode and ranting on and on about random stuff. So caving has been kind of my way to do something a little more interesting. But I decided that it's high time I work on a base, and I came up with a really interesting idea. At least I think it's a really interesting idea, and the more I thought about it, the more ideas I came up for it, and the more excited I became about this concept that I've been thinking about. So, this idea will all start up here, and you know, honest to God, I don't know where to start here. But I want my base to be, the entrance of the base to be in the center. So coming from here, we're going to just build a hole here that goes to it. Now, I want to say that my base has always, even from the inception of this build, the idea has been to place it in the basement of this build, because I realized when I was starting the process of thinking what should I do for this Let's Play, I realized that I was going to have this huge amount of space underneath the first floor, and so a lot of my thought process going into this Let's Play was we're going to build a base down here, but as you can see from all my stuff over there, my build was going to be very random. So what I've done here is I've created this center point down here. Actually, it wasn't too hard to figure this out. All I did was stand on the pillar up above and made a waypoint. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make kind of a square in the middle. I need some stuff. I'm going to make a square in the middle that's going to have all of my machines and day-to-day use items. So that the first thing I'm going to do here is draw out a square. Pretty simple. And unfortunate side effect, I didn't count how many there were. Actually, there's an easy way to do that. 1, 2, 3. So 50. That means we are 11 radius. 10, not including the center. So if we don't include the center, which this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to have to place a new 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's not right. Oh, 14. Shit. 64 minus 50 is not 10, boys and girls. So this is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and that didn't work out either. Maybe I did the math wrong. Oh well. Let's go to the other side. I'm giddy with anticipation. I wasn't really thinking about this aspect of building it, that I had to make a square first. Didn't really think about that. Good Lord, making a square is hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Holy cow, we're one off. There we go. So it's 13 wide, 14 including the center. That's here. Let's just go ahead and get rid of this so we don't confuse ourselves further. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I loved the leg spike as I was counting. One potential problem that I do have with this build is going to be leg. I kind of expect that it's going to bring an uptick of leg. I really need to get Optifine working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 is the center. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So everything is good. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool. Alright. So here's our square. We're going to start small potatoes, and I'll tell you why. I've spent so much time invested in the castle that outside of a lot of base materials, like all of the stone and basalt and these things, the only real materials that I have aplenty is tin, copper, and we're kind of starting to do okay with iron. A lot of the items that you need for automation in Thaumcraft requires lead and is it already nighttime? Lead and ferrous and whatnot, and these I don't really have a good supply of. It is totally nighttime. As I've mentioned before, I'm fairly safe in here, but with me being so close to those holes, I don't feel all that safe. So I also don't like the idea of building up monsters that I'm going to have to deal with. Not that it's that big of a deal, but it does take time to deal with stuff. So it's best not to. Alright. So that was the first part. So like I said, I'm going to be starting small potatoes. I'm not going to start with a whole lot, but I'm going to build up over time. And what we're going to do, so we're going to come out, I'm going to start with this side, because I think it feels the most pertinent. I'm feeling a lot of leg tonight, and I don't really understand why, especially in this area. 5 wide? Does that seem... I don't know if I should go 3 wide or 5 wide. 5 wide would be more impressive. Like, you'd get the feeling of a lot of... I think I'm going to go with 5, because it's just bigger. I have the space to spare. There's no reason for me not to use it. A lot of zombies. And I think I got 2 named people up there that I'm going to have to deal with at some point. And then we're going to also build here. For now, we're just going to do cobble. These are going to get taken out, and you'll see why in a moment. As it turns out, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use this ground level, the current ground level, as the sort of underlying level of where everything is. Thought I heard something. Where everything is going to take place. So we're going to, this is going to basically be my sidewalk. And this is the tanks from Open Blocks. Very, very good looking tanks, if you ask me. And just need a little more light. I think this is going to self-level, and this is my biggest concern with possible lag being created. So, yeah, there's that. And here's the next part. We're going to put down an XP drain on this one. And I should have actually done something like this a long time ago. I've actually thought about that. With the amount I die, I should have someplace to store my XP. And this is it. Actually, this is totally wrong. But we're gonna go with this for now. So, because what I actually want, I want this in the plant wing, but this isn't gonna be the plant wing. We'll think about that at a later time. But this is gonna be a pretty safe and easy example of what it's gonna be like. So there's just going to be this sidewalk of green, and I'm going to make it so that every single wing, there's going to be 4 wings, one on each side, will have a different color. So this side is going to be my XP, well, it won't be in the end, but for now it's going to be green, and one side I'll either do lava or liquefied redstone for the red. I haven't figured out the other 2 colors. I've considered orange, like maybe I could do one that has the liquefied glowstone, and I don't know, like a potion. I've almost considered a potion. I think that would be difficult, but that's a possibility. I don't know. I don't know what to do with the 4th color. If anybody has any ideas for a liquid to use, I kind of want a bright, vibrant color, something that's pretty good looking. But I mean, I could even end up going with something like tin, which is just a silvery color. Now, like I said, this might be one of the reasons I might have an uptick of lag in the castle. The other reason is I want to have barrels up the yin-yang, so the barrels will come out like this, and they'll basically line this sidewalk. Well, 2 high, 1 on the top and 1 on the bottom. I haven't quite figured out the exact array of how this is going to work for like where things are going to be. I keep on hearing things and it's really starting to bugger me. And I don't see anything near me, and there doesn't seem to be anything near me. I don't get it, but I keep on hearing things and it's really bothersome. Anyway, so there's that. And we're just kind of doing a very simple version of the end process. The end process will be a lot bigger. So we'll get the item ducts. We'll go to each one. Can I build on top of these? Let's see. Yes, I can. It kind of looks funny, but I can. Alright. And these will all be covered by wall or the liquid ducts. Like so. So you won't even see them. I have considered on the sides of these to put some sort of block to hide those in the glass so that you can't even see them on the sides. I'm trying to think of like what would be appropriate, whether I just like somehow make an image that looks like the same color, like maybe I could just put green wool there or something. I don't know. Another thing to ponder. And then after this, we need lots and lots of filters. So we'll go ahead and put those on. Yeah. Holy cow, I think I'm sticking them everywhere. Why is that happening? There we go. Getting them everywhere but where I want them. Alright, let's get the filters back. Like so. And as an example, we're just going to throw one in here. And then we're going to lock them. What else can we throw? Let's go get a whole bunch of items to put in. Now, the barrels will probably add another level of leg, like I said, because of the little badges on the front of each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we'll just start with these. Oh, I guess I'm full. The little picture that you have on the front, generally that sort of image causes lag, having to load all those up. That in conjunction with the XP might be too much, and so I might come back and actually switch it up so that instead of these, I'm thinking of just plain old lights. Dang it. How do I lock this? I thought it was... This is weird. I did it right there. I thought it was like a shift click. I have no idea. But this is just a very rough idea of what it's going to look like. It's going to take me some time to figure out the exact layout that I'm looking for, but we're just going to throw in some random stuff here to make it happen. Those are my better barrels. I made a whole bunch of them. I went and that wasn't what I wanted to do at all. I wonder if I need an empty hand to do it. There we go. There, all of them are locked into place now. One more thing, we got limestone, sure. Why not? I need one more chest to make all this happen correctly. Actually, I don't even think I need those filters, come to think of it. I mean, I could use them for other things. but I don't think I generally need those. I need a servo, just one though. And I don't think I made one here. I might have some somewhere. Oh look, we already had wood. Oh well. Yep, servos. Let's just take a basic one. So I have been making obsidian, as you saw a minute ago. The obsidian is for these tanks. It's really the only pricey thing about the tanks. Otherwise, the tanks are pretty cheap to build. Just a lot of glass and a lot of obsidian, unfortunately. So what we're going to do, and this will all happen pretty much behind the scenes, behind the walls, basically. So we'll have these come out, and they will connect up. And then they'll come out to a chest that I have out in the middle. And then the chest will have the servo on it. Redstone ignored. And then we can come through and just fill up that chest with everything that we want to get sorted. And it'll get sorted automatically. So here we go. Let's just throw everything down. And this will make for a really simple, actually, a really simple sorting system. I'll probably actually want a better servo than this, but for the purposes of this little brief walkthrough of what I'm going to do, this will work just fine. I apparently missed some. I hope I missed some and they're not just flying out. Now they should all just go out directly to where they're supposed to go. And if you see here, already we have electrum ingots, 10 of them, and 4 iron ingots. Now, like I said, the problem with these particular servos is you'll see it has an extraction rate of 1 every 3 seconds, and every 3 seconds you'll get 4 blocks passing through. So it's kind of slow, and you don't get a full stack going. So I think I'll need a better servo than just the basic servo. But like I said, for this, it's completely fine. We got 42 there. And it's all filling up fine. So I think this is going to be what I'm going to do for the main section here. And like I said, I don't think I actually need the filters. I think it'll work fine without them. See if I can remove them easily enough. Because I'm not actually doing anything with the filters. Now, there are a couple other things that I want to do as part of this system, and we'll probably go into that a bit more in the future. I want to have features on this that include automatic smelting, so that I'm automatic pulverizing, so it automatically pulverizes stuff, it automatically smelts stuff into ingots, it'll automatically mix different kinds of dusts, so that I can get the electrum dust and the bronze dust and other various kinds of dust, and automatically smelt those into ingots. I want to have an automatic backup system. One problem with using barrel over the caches is that they don't hold as much, even when you go up to the top tier with the emeralds. They don't hold as much as even the basic caches do in thermal expansion. But the benefit that I really like about these is, one, I can lock in, like I did with these, what item I have, so that if I empty out of something, it'll still be held. And that'll make this whole sorting system so much easier to maintain long term. The second thing about them is that I like the numbers. I like being able to see what numbers, or like how much of something I have. So I like being able to look at this and being like, okay, I have 42 better barrels. Maybe I need more, maybe I don't need more. Like, it makes it easier with the caches, and let's go back and look at the cache. There's not a really good way to tell how much of something you have, especially when you don't have thousands of it. I think the caches work great for like stone. So here's a full stone cache. Absolutely no tooltip at all for it to tell me, either at a glance or even like looking at the Wila thing. There's no way for me to tell how much there is of something inside of it. The only way to do so is to wrench it and pick it up, and that's completely silly. A good example is this snowball right here. I have a good number of snowballs, but not enough that it looks like I have a lot. So I have to wrench it to pick it up, and I shift over it, and now I can tell I have 1,500 snowballs. Well, that's a lot of snowballs to have. It's not enough to have more than the base version of a better barrel, but it's a lot. And I imagine that a lot of my caches would be about that level of 1,500. Obviously for like stone and brick and cobble, like those are probably going to be higher. But just for everything else, like I like the more exact numbers. It just makes me feel better, and sometimes that's worth more. So this is my basic strategy going forward. It's probably going to take a few episodes to build all this, more than a few, and I'm going to intersperse those with my normal castle episodes. And I hope you guys enjoy this kind of this new build to like bring in some more interesting aspects to my whole base. I have some plans besides these hallways for what's going to go in between the hallways. And I do have some pretty big plans for basically using almost this entire space if I can do so. It's going to take a lot of work. I even have some ideas for how to use this entrance area. But all of that's going to be in different episodes. This episode is already running long, and I didn't even get to all of the stuff that I'm really looking at doing. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys continue watching to see the base come together. I will talk to you guys again next time. Bye-bye.